gonna do yoga. Go, get out. Get out of here. Don't put that on my yoga mat. Get out, get out. Welcome, welcome. We are outside today. It's a little windy. Wow, the wind. It's a problem in teaching outdoors. All right, so we are going to have a little twisty practice here today, a little flow, and we're going to get started at the center of your mat. You're going to find yourself a comfortable seat. Lift up through the crown of your head, and yeah, find a little bit of stillness. It's a windy day here where I am, but we're going to root and find some peace. Take a few deep breaths into the belly. You can allow the chest to rise and fall. Notice sensation. Notice your surroundings. Take stock. Prepare yourself for a twist, for a shift. Be present for what is. And when you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. Take your arms out and up, reach them above you. Breathe in. And exhale, take a gentle twist over toward your right. Inhale, reach both arms up through center. And exhale, twist to the other side. Nice. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, twist it again. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, twist. Beautiful. Inhale, both arms up through center. Exhale, your right hand down, your left arm stretches overhead. Feel a long stretch through your left side body. Inhale, both arms up through center. And exhale, take it down to the other side. Inhale, both arms up through center. Exhale, take it down and side stretch. Inhale, both arms up through center. And exhale, side stretch. So nice. Inhale, both arms up through center. Exhale, we're going to tabletop. So hands and knees. Yeah, I'm on the grass, so depending on your surface that you're working with, it may be more or less stable, but you're really going to grip the mat with your hands, with your fingertips, knees under your hips, wrists under your shoulders. We'll begin with a few cat and cow poses, so drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale around the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round. Beautiful. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale to round it out. Really nice. And inhale to a flat back. Step your left toes back toward the back edge of your mat. Reach your right fingertips forward and then lift your left heel off of the mat for this balancing table. You really got to hug those outer hips in to get the stability, especially if you're on an uneven surface like I am. Stretching long through those fingertips, long through the back of the heel. We'll hold here for just a few beats. And then exhale, hand and knee back down to the mat. Let's try that again, the other side. Extend the right toes back toward the back of the mat. Left hand stretches forward, and then push your right heel up to the sky. Stretch it out. Length and stability through the core. Long breath. Stay here for just another beat. And exhale, take it down. Beautiful. Walk your hands about a handprint in front of their current position. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Nice. So maybe your first down dog of the day. Or maybe not. You can pedal the knees here. Bend generously into one knee and then the other. Really nice. Take an inhale, reach your right heel to the sky. Exhale, plant that foot in between the hands. Lower your left knee down and inhale, press your chest up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, frame off the right foot with the hands. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Down dog again. Feel that long, straight spine. Inhale, lift your left heel. Exhale, plant the foot between the hands, lower the right knee down, and inhale, come up. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. On the other side. Really nice. Exhale, frame off the foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Down dog. Press into the hands, the heels of the hands. Press the backs of the thighs toward the back of the mat. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend into the knees. Take a look up at your hands, and you're going to walk tippy toesies up to the top of the mat, and then lift up halfway. And exhale, fold in. Really letting the head hang heavy here. Maybe take a little gentle sway left and right. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, bring yourself back up to stand. This wind today, man, it is no joke. Take an inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back to a plank position. And in your plank, you can lower your knees down if you prefer that. You can keep them lifted. You should keep your tailbone stretching down toward your back heels. So you're pulling your navel in, feeling that core activation. Wherever you are, you're going to shift your shoulders forward, bend your elbows 90 degrees, and then bring your heart up and through, upward facing dog. Inhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So nice. Take an inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend into the knees. Look to the top of your mat and arrive at a halfway lift and forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Reach for the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let's keep it going. One more just like that. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten into the back. Shoulder blades come down the back. And then fold yourself in one more time. Bring your hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. And here we go again. You can lower the knees or leave them lifted. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing and downward facing dog. Downward dog is our little reset. And we do these vinyasas, the flow from chaturanga to upward facing to downward facing dog, a lot in a flow class, but you don't have to do that. If you're not feeling it, you don't have to do it. Take an inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend into your knees, look to the top of the mat. and step to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Fold it in. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, plank, and flow. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your right heel to the sky. Exhale, plant it in between the hands. Ground down your left heel at 90 degrees and open your arms out. Warrior two. So your gaze in Warrior two is over the right middle finger. You have a bend in your right knee. Strong sensation in the right thigh. And for you, that might be really engaging and deepening. Or you might be here. Really find a way to feel stability in the right knee. Take an inhale here. Exhale, flip the right palm and reverse your warrior. Left hand is sliding down the back thigh or wrapping around behind your back. Inhale, come back up. Warrior two. Pivot onto the left toes. So you're facing the front of your mat now, and your hips are square. Inhale, reach your fingertips up to the sky. So you're in this crescent lunge. Now, you may really like to bend your left knee a lot here to get the hips more or less facing the top of the mat, and that is fine and dandy. Take an inhale, reach. Exhale, hands come into prayer position. And from here, we're going to press the crown of the head forward in space and then twist using the strength of our core first. Stretching around to the right side and then hooking our right elbow onto the right knee and gazing over to the right. Super nice. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hands come down, frame off the right foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Flow. Upward facing. And downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel lifts. Exhale, plant it in between the hands. Ground down the left heel. Warrior two on the other side. Find your engagement of the left thigh. Bend into that left knee. Really hug your low ribs in. Finding this corseting of the abdomen. The wind is actually really nice. It's like my own personal fan. Take an inhale, flip your left palm, and exhale, reverse your warrior. Nice stretch. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. Pivot onto the right toes. So we now face the front of our mat. Reach both arms up to the sky. And again, decide how you want to bend that right knee or not to find the right placement for your hips. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come down to prayer. Shift the crown of your head forward, and then you got it. Twist it. Twist again. Nice. You can gaze up. And unwind, hands come down, frame off the left foot, and flow. Inhale, reach the heart up and through. And exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend into your knees. Look at the top of the mat and tippy toe or hop or step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, shoulder blades down the back. And fold, exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So nice. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back to plank, and go through your flow in whatever way you like. Can be a chaturanga, an upward facing dog, and a downward facing dog. Or you can skip the chaturanga and upward facing and go directly back to downward facing dog. Take an inhale here and an exhale. Notice sensation in the body. Notice how this down dog is different or not from the previous ones. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift forward to plank pose. Yeah. You can lower your knees if you like, or leave them lifted. Really totally up to you. As long as you can corset that abdomen in. We're going to lower down to forearm plank. Nice. Building a little bit of shoulder strength. Yes. And here from our forearm plank, we're going to begin to hike the hips up and walk our toes forward just a bit towards our elbows. And then walk them back. Nice. Bring it back up into regular standard plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lower the knees down for your tabletop. Swing your knees and feet around and find a seat on your mat. Nice. All right, so here we are, and we're gonna do a little bit of core work. So we're leaning back in this posture until the torso just starts to lean ever so slightly. You can pick up one toe, pick up the other, finding this balance, right? But you don't wanna hover, you don't wanna hug in with your shoulders. Keep your shoulders open, and then maybe extend the fingertips towards the toes. You can point, you can flex, you can floint, really up to you. Bring your fingers together into this pointing position, and over to the right, to the middle, to the left, to the middle, to the right, to the middle, to the left, to the middle. Hug it in. Nice. Feet back on the mat. Booty down. Lay yourself down onto the mat and just soak it in for a second. Yeah. You can scoot your booty down closer to your heels. Fingertips graze the backs of the heels. And we're going to set up for a bridge pose. So when you are ready, take an inhale, lift your hips toward the sky. You can walk your shoulder blades underneath the back, pressing the hips up, engaging the glutes. For bridge pose. Inhale here. And exhale, lower the hips down, windshield wiper the knees. So nice. All right, we're gonna take one more back bend. You can take that one again, or you can join me going into wheel. So if you're gonna try wheel, really, you should feel pretty comfortable in bridge pose. You're going to bring your hands, fingertips facing down toward your shoulders, right? And you're going to frame off like your wrists are right by your ears. Your knees are going to stay parallel, more or less, and you really can't let yourself get psyched out in this pose. So, Prepare yourself mentally. You're gonna press into your hands. You're gonna press your hips up high, and we're gonna do it. Take an inhale and an exhale. And on your next inhale, press yourself up for wheel. So nice. Take an inhale and an X. One more. And exhale, lower it down, all the way down to the mat. Windshield wiper the heels left and right. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock and roll up to a seat. All right, friends. So here we are on our mat, finding ourselves with a little bit more centering. We're gonna hug our right foot in, extend our left leg long, pivot and face your extended left leg. Inhale, lift your fingertips up to the sky, and exhale, fold toward that extended leg. So nice. Chest is coming toward the thigh, but if it's not there, that's totally fine too. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Switch it out, other side. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Stretch your fingertips high. And exhale, fold toward your extended right leg. Beautiful. Inhale. Bring back of your heart space, guide you back up. Bring the soles of your feet in toward one another. Lift your heart to the sky. And exhale, fold in. Inhale, back of your heart space guides you back up. Close your knees in toward one another like a book. And pivot around so you can lower yourself down onto your mat for just a moment of rest. So if you'd like to tent your knees up to the sky, and then let them fold in, walk your feet out and knees come in toward one another. Soften the muscles of the forehead and the muscles around the eyes. Really nice work today. Allow yourself to take just a moment of rest. And when you're ready, blinking your eyes open, starting to jiggle the body back to life. You can roll over to one side and gently press yourself up to sit. Find a seat. Thank you all so much for joining me through this windy, chaotic, twisty practice. I want to thank you all. It's a joy. I'm Allison. I'll see you next time.